Hello and welcome back to Path of Exile, Secrets of the Atlas. Today I want to go over a strategy I've been using to push into the next level. I'm level 98 and I haven't really wanted to push into 99. And once you do decide, I try to go into a safer mode of gameplay. So let's go over that and how we're going to do it today. I'll try to be quicker. I just found this item, and if I bring up my Kineticist, the same one I've been using, I have not found a better one than this. This is really key to having a good clear with the greater forking, the piercing, and the attack speed is just amazing. And then this one does really nice as well. But this is the key to it right here. Haste is nice for speed. I've got conductivity on hit on here, but I'm wondering if I can get this glove set and maybe socket something in there and it will actually work. So I'll have to test that out. What else am I using on here? Oh, I've got to, oh, I used that one instead now. We'll see if that's better than the other shield that does the power charges and frenzy charges. I get frenzy charges with this weapon now, so I'm okay there. All right, let's take a look at the rest of the stuff. To give you an idea going into defensive mode, I do a few things. One is I have this new item which has increased damage than the exact same item, maximum life, so it adds a little more life. So instead of having 12,005, we go up to, it's like another 200 life, just a little bit more. And for me, that's okay. And do I have the right one? Yep. There we go. Just as an example, I don't have a lot of gear that can switch into defensive mode, but that was an easy one. That's an easy swap. Okay, and then the tree. Let's go over that. What I've done, and you can do for your thing, is just look for more life nodes. And I have these 6 available to me, or these 5 there. I have another one over here. So there's 6 nodes that I can move around. And what I did was I backed out of some over here, and I backed out of some damage over here as well, I think. Let's see. Yep. So these, like 7. And then, not only that, but I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to take this really boring one. Reduced extra damage from crits. So that's just an idea as how I shift the board around. And these things, the regret orbs, don't use gold to do this because it would be really expensive. But regret orbs, as soon as I get them, I do that. Let me do this trade real quick. And there goes my old weapon, and this was my new weapon. And where were we? Cool. As far as defensive items I carry on me, this one here, this is the important one. Normally, when you die, you're going to lose. Let's reset that. And you can do reset XP. It's just /reset _XP, and that'll reset your EXP per hour. But basically, you're going to lose, if you die, you're going to lose 2 bars. Well, that can be quite a chunk. So if you have this on you, and how much does this cost right now? In Chaos, oof. I got it for 90. Now it costs 140 chaos each. But for me, it's worth it. Not only that, before this gets used, one of these will get used, or both. And what it does is, a chance will be consumed when you reach 25% of your life. It'll grant you the avoidance of damage, 75% chance. And then I have this one on me as well. And it'll grant shade form for 3 seconds if I reach down into 25% of my life. So by adding another over 1,000 life onto my character, I actually added another 1,500 life by going into defensive mode. It's less likely to use these up, and these are cheap, I think. Let's see. These things, yeah, 1 or 2 chaos. This one should be 1 or 2 chaos. Yeah, it's not. These are cheap. Sometimes you'll have to buy some more, and not only that, once you die in an area, or once you use one of these in an area, it can't be used again until you get a new instance of that area going. So beware of that also. And then once you do level, make sure to get these out of your inventory. So Death Dancing, death's door, and amelioration. These are all insurance policies. Not only that, I even took, let's bring this up too, right here in the middle. Is that allocated? Let's find out if it is. It should be the 20%. Let's see. Refund. It is allocated. Hard to tell. Cancel. So I've allocated this as well. 20% chance on reaching low life to recover to full life. So you can see the number of insurance policies that I have out. Very cool. Now let's see what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing Breach, and unfortunately or fortunately, the I think it was Empy did a what do you call it? A video on farming Breach, and it is very lucrative to farm it if you're just going for currency. I made a lot out of it. I was doing well. But what happened was these used to cost, these Breach Scarabs of snaring used to cost maybe 4 chaos per, and then they shot up to 5 chaos. So it was quite a bit more. But that's okay. And now I think they're 16 chaos. But the rest of these that I use, I just use 4 of these Breach Scarabs. They cost, I think, 1 chaos? Yeah, these cost 1 chaos. So I use 4 of them. There we go. A little bit better balanced. Do I have some more of them up here? Yes, I do. Throw those down there too. And you could use these. I think they cost 1 chaos too. Let's see. Yep, these cost 1 chaos or less each. You could do it with the Breachlord, but I want even more. I don't really care about those. If you want a little bit more interesting drops, I would go with this. It's probably worth it. You'll make your money back easier. I'm not really caring about the money too much. I just want more breaches. So this will give us 8, and then we're going to use this one down here. Right here. We're going to get 3 more breaches with 50% increased. So I'm going to activate that. So we have 8, 9, like 12 breaches. It's a lot. I'm going to put this right here for now. We'll put that down there. Okay. 1 second. And we're going to be running tier 16s. Nothing fancy, nothing difficult. And we're going to look for, I like doing beach ones. Here they are. And I've favorited them as well. So let's just take a bunch of these. 7, 8. We'll take 8 of them. And then I have a tab here called map check. So we're going to put those over there. And I go control shift left click, and it puts them over there. Now we'll bring up the next step. Okay, I'm going to bring up something called PoE Awakened Trade. And I'm going to do, right here, down here, I have a custom, a stage 1 stage. These are going to put a special Regex down here that will filter these maps and show me good or bad things. And I'll put that down below. And what you do is you come into here, map rolling, and you go custom, and then you edit it. And here it is right here. All these. And then I name it custom. We'll cancel out of here. So if I just click this, custom, it'll show these in dark, and that means they're all bad. So then you can do it one of 2 ways. You can just re-roll them with chaos if you don't want to have to double click, or it costs about half the price to re-roll these. We're going to scrub these, and then we're going to re-roll them. And you just go like that until they get good. Also, you're going to take some chisels too and make sure they're all chiseled up. I've already chiseled up all of these. So, you know, if I right click, see, I don't have to chisel these. I could chisel these though. There we go. And you can get these from him. If you run a mission, or if you even activate a Keurig mission, then you can just purchase a new set. I think he sells like 8 at a time, or 8 chaos for a stack of 20. It's pretty cheap. And you want to chisel all these up. So I'm going to do this again. Let's see if and I have a very strict filter. Like it's, oh, this one needs to be, there we go. Oh, there we go. So let's see what it's doing here and why it's. why it's doing that. So, oh, these two are winners. But for some reason, let's find out why. Monsters 35, monsters steal, monsters inflict withered. I don't mind any of those, so I might have to adjust my, yeah, I'm going to adjust that so it'll be less stringent, because I don't mind any of those. Oh, players, less cooldown recovery rate. That's not too bad either. Monsters chance to avoid poison. I'm going to adjust this thing, and I'll be right back. I'm going to make this less stringent, because this is too stringent. I can do all the players cannot regenerate. I don't like that one, so I'm going to be right back. Okay, this website is called poe.re, and we're going to get rid of these requirements. We're going to make it very easy. So this is going to be my leveling regex. So we just scroll down here, and these should be okay. And I go over here, and I say, you know what? My Kineticist does the elemental reflect. I think that would kill her, so I don't want that one. Although I don't do it, but I think she casts, so that would hurt her. I don't want any physical reflect. The 60% to auras, that can get pretty bad because it multiplies it with our map effect. Same thing with this one. You know, you think, oh, it's only minus 12. Well, then all of a sudden it's like minus 30. This was like 90% because it increases that effect. Same thing here. It can get it down to like 90% recovery rate. It's just not good. This one, I don't care about this. I don't care about them going fast. I leech, so I've activated that. See, now I turn that on, and it adds it to this regex that's going to get pasted into the thing, the filter for it. I don't care about this one. Doesn't really bother me. Physical damage as chaos. Monsters inflict withered. I don't mind that one. And then all these I don't mind. Sometimes this can be deadly, but I'm okay with it. Increased area of effect, that's fine. I don't like the poison on hit. Although now I have a lot of chaos resistance. I get 100 chaos resistance out of 1 jewel. I'll show you that in a second. I hope I don't forget. And then this one I don't mind. The bleedings I don't mind. Chance to avoid. Oh, that's theirs. Increased monster damage, don't care. 60% less curses, don't really care. All this stuff, don't really care. But if you see one here that you don't like, you just, you click on it. And less accuracy, I don't care. We'll deal with that. And there we go. Then we're going to copy this one. This is a very easier one. Not very strict. Okay, so let's go back to the... all right, so we're going to pull up PoE Awaken Trade. I'm going to go to Edit Mode. And I'm going to say Add. I'm going to call this T16 Easy. And then we're going to paste that in there. No problem. We're going to say Add. Oh, not Add again. We're going to say Save. Okay, now we're going to go back into our same thing here. We're going to push... I have Control Space to bring this up. And we'll say T16 Filter. So now you can see how much easier this is. And then we'll just go like that. And like that. Maybe ID'd should be that way as well. So let's see if we can do it again. Nope. Failed for some reason. And is it gonna... Nope. These are all... if you don't like temporal change, you can get that one off there as well. But now these maps are all good to go. And it's a lot easier to roll these. So then I just come up here. We'll stick a bunch of them in there. And we'll put these other ones right over here to run. And now we're good to go to run. And if I'm shooting for 10 million EXP per, we're at we'll call it 811 million. And here's the first one. No problem. Let's go run it. All right. I just stick that there. This is here. Make sure we have the breach on. It would be nice if you could favorite these and move them to the top of the list. Okay. Let's fire it up. I think we're good to go. We'll always make a mistake or something, die right away. And we're at 311-ish, we'll call it. and I try to open these. Oh, I'm going to show you this trick as well. I'll show you the... whoa, easy. The tree I'm using. It's important. If you just click... what I've called this is called the Niko breach. If we click right here, basically you can see that I've taken all the breach nodes, and except I don't take these are cheaper, so I don't want to force these guys in here, but these two are very good. I think the Chiola one's worth like 120 chaos if we get enough of those. This one's like 30 chaos, but these are like the cheaper ones, so I don't need these. But what I do want is Niko in there to give me the boost, the power boost, and I do a lot of delve. If you don't want Niko and his power boost thing, you don't have to do that. Also, you don't have to do shrines, but I had enough to add in some shrine effects. Right here, right here. I didn't have enough points to get over here though. But then, and some map stuff. You could do it if you want more maps. To drop higher tiers, you could add those in as well. I'm fine with either buying maps. I don't need that. And quantity, and then inside here, quantity as well. And this one does the more difficult monsters, more rewarding. But you can see it's just breach, and then I went up here to get the incarnation of dread to drop more often, which is a good one. And you'll get about a minimum of 2 divine if this procs and you follow the chain through and do the maps for that through Egon or whatever his name is. So it's a very simple, it's breach, delve, and a little bit of shrines. You click them and you'll just do what I did. There we go. All right. Oh, and then this is the key thing right here. This is your way to speed up. This is or slow things down. You can go the slower route, where I choose this because I want to be methodical and get all the loot and all the kills as much as possible. If you can go really fast and do the same thing, you could turn this off and it would open at the normal rate, which would be neither of these. Or if you want to go crazy mode, it could go 10% faster. And then it's faster than the normal mode. So it's your options here. I like going the slow mode because I'm just relaxing, having a good time. So, there we go. These open up. If you just walk over these clasp hands and they'll spawn. See that guy spawn there? A tough guy. And not only that, I'm using this right here. Watcher's Eye. I have Vitality running and Precision. So the Precision gets the flash charges back when I deal a critical. I deal criticals quite a bit. So it keeps these flash charges just up and running all the time. This is running very often. And then the other one is life gain on hit, which is completely a cool thing to have, especially in Delve in the Darkness. It counts in darkness, whereas Leech doesn't. And then over here, I went with this thing right here. Let's bring up our defenses. If I take this off, our cast resistance went down because I had these. It was 100 difference. So 60 plus 24, so that's 84. When I take these three, it's 100 chaos resistance difference just from that item alone. And then I put some tattoos in here to increase my physical damage because I don't need that much strength. It drops like 25 life, but it gives me 5% increased physical damage. And I think I have 3 of those. Oh, melee damage. I think the melee damage one is cheaper. It's like 1 chaos. So you could use that one. Just figure out either this tattoo or that tattoo. And whichever one's cheaper, use that one. And it does the same to your DPS. And you're good to go there. Cool. And let's go back into the breach. So you just walk over the breach. The big guy jumps out of it. Scoop that up. And it's scooping up breaches, the breach stones for us. I take the rings. I'm going to turn those in and I'm going to find... Oh, I didn't want to open that, but oh well. We'll scoop over here. Oh my gosh, look at this. And now we'll go to the other one that's already opening. I guess I'll take that. And that. I just go from around the edges. and I just hop from one guy to the next, one pack to the next, and I look for these breach hands. Also on the mini map, it'll show them. Like, it'll show up as a little dark circle, or a dark, like, icon. And that's fine. And I'll just scoop these things up. Oh, I missed that one. Take that breach ring. There's the splinters it drops. We'll scoop this up. There's the splinters from the first pack. And we'll walk over here. And we're at 311, right? From the map. Go through all of this. I just go in a circle. I don't have any healing potions, as you can see. I could press, I think at F3 on my side mouse button, it will allow me to exit. It's like a bailout. If something goes horribly wrong, you could log out, but I haven't actually used it, but it's there. I don't want to lose light. I'm trying to get to the next level, especially 99 to 100, you don't want to lose life. It's harder and harder to level up. So, you know, it's just how it is. And we'll take the breach ring. There's some gold right over here. And I get a decent amount of gold out of this too. We'll see what we get. Let's open up this one. Alright, what I'll do is, oh, and my kineticist does a lot of the work for me. I'm not doing anything here, so just standing there. She's knocking things out. I could make her tougher too, but for right now, that's okay with me. Oh, I should actually move around and get these things. She doesn't, you know, she doesn't focus on walking over the clasped hands. So I gotta do, oh, I opened up another one, it looks like. There's so many of them. There's a lot of breaches. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll boost our speed up. Now, here's the other thing. I run a gold flask here, but I could run movement speed, but I'm okay with this one. But if you have a movement speed on there, auto used, that's okay as well. There we go. We'll knock those guys out. We'll take those. We'll take the scouting reports. I think those are worth like 4 or 5 chaos each. Oh, and there's another one. And I'm not seeing a lot of the bigger breach stones, bigger bosses. I might add that back in the next time. We'll see how many how much EXP we get, and then we'll compare the two. So you get the idea here. I think we should just probably, oh, I'll take the leather belt and that for disenchanting. All right, I'll keep on going to the next area, and I'll see you in a bit. That was a lot of stuff right there. a lot of creatures spawned out of that. It was cool. I have a very strict filter. In fact, I could add the filter that I do the whatever the uber strict is from Neversink, but then I also have my own custom filter that I paste into the top of his file, and yeah, it makes it even stricter as far as like the currency types that drop, stuff like that. So I'll add that to the description as well, and if I don't, just remind me. And we'll take this guy out. Anything good? I don't think so. So we'll just control left click on his pockets, and we gotta fight him. Now, if you look at him, his gear, you gotta fight him, because otherwise your renown will drop, and then you're not gonna find other ones. The other good ones. And here's the thing: you can fight other, or you can make this a harder map with 8 mods, and you'll get more creatures, and you could up this. This is just a medium level difficulty one, or you could make it easier by not having as many mods on there. Maybe, oh, see those guys right there, see the icon that I'm flicked there. You could do it that way as well, just to change the level of difficulty. It's a pretty relaxing build. It's just one button I'm pushing, just steering around. Here's a tougher boss. He's gone already. Pretty relaxing. The regret orbs, if I get those, I just use them. I'm going to be changing things around quite a bit all the time, so I have a good time with that. If we can knock this guy out before it goes. I think so. And then it drops it all. Nice. And we'll do this Verisium ore thing next. Easy to do. But it's a very safe build as far as it's just safe. I've got all kinds of leeching going on. I've got the what else? Where's all the? We're right here by the edge, so there's not going to be anything building up. Oh well. Let's do the Verisium thing next. Take these two. I should. That. We'll take that and that. And let's do this. You just build this up. We'll go right up to the max. I've even done the one where it's 30%. When you add the 30% on top of this max, they get actually pretty tanky. Yeah, these guys are tanky. Look at that. These guys can actually hit hard. Is that it? No, one up. There we go. Okay, and let's go finish off the map boss. Guess we'll take that. And let's see what we get. A temple map. Okay. Let's go back to town. Map complete. We got all these breach rings. This, that. Let's put these in the ring spot here. A lot of rings. And we'll just get all these out of here. And then it kind of narrows down what we actually got. We got this. And you can look at what we get like that. Cool. Is that worth anything? Probably not. Maybe 2 chaos. Nice. Or reports. Oops. Let's take those out of there. And then that. This was like 2 chaos. That's like 4 chaos, 5 chaos. Not very much there. Chaiula, those are worth. So if we build these up, these are the ones you want to build up. So that's worth about 14 chaos. If you sell them separately, they might go for a little bit more. And we got 7 here. Nice. Yeah, we made back our maps. We made a profit in that one, and that wasn't without any good drops. And then the next one we'll do, let's do this. Dump this off right here. We'll ID these. Oop, 1 extra breach ring. Definitely made profit. And we'll just disenchant. This is the stuff to disenchant. We're still good on these. That's good. What was it? Let's check our EXP. We're at 311. So just over 9 million in that one. And then we made a profit. Everything was cool. I like it. Everything's good there. Let's just throw this away, or not throw it away, but let's just clear it out just to make another fresh start. And this time, let's do, where's the breach thing? This one? Let's replace one of these with this so that it's going to have Breachlords in it. Now we're going to start out at 825,500. So 820,500,000. All right. So fire it up, and let's not forget to put the breaches in there. Nice. It's highlighted. Let's give that a shot. 820, 500,000. Okay. And we'll do a test on this. Let's open up the first one, and then I'll oh, we should be able to stand in this, right? Sort of. All right, let's open up the first one. And we should get Breachlords now. We should get a Breachlord. And then they can drop like full stones, all kinds of good stuff can drop. I think it'll be way more profitable over the course of a few. Might be a little more dangerous, but it'll be more profitable over the course of a few maps. Where's all the hands on this one? Missing all the hands. Ooh, ow, we'll leave that. Not too many hands on that one. It should have been more hands, but oh well. We don't care about the blue ring because we don't use mana. That was a Zoth one. Let's go find the next one, and then we'll go from there. Find one with a lot of hands. That should have had... There was hand Baron there. Alright, here we go. There's one. Ooh, influence scouting report. I'll take that. There's another one. Done. And there we go. Nice. Come on. There's the big guy. There's another hand. Another hand. Another hand. Here's the big one. Okay. I got him. I kind of spawned back a little bit. I didn't see that. Nice. These are the good ones. That's over 30 chaos. Let's just take a quick look at that. Let's see. Yeah, so this turns into, let's find out right here. One div. We'll see. Yeah, this is a good one. This might be worth even more than that. And now we're going to actually start a second map, but we're going to replace one of the regular breach scarabs with the lordship one, where it adds in a breachlord to each breach. And I just ran it, and we ended up with 8 million versus 9 million EXP. So 1 million less EXP because we didn't have the 2 extra breaches in there, but it was more valuable. We got more valuable drops. So I'm gonna run it this way. But let's do that run real quick right now. There is a way you can become poison immune right over here. What is it? If your evasion is higher than your armor on your helmet. So if you get a helm, and if you want to try to get some evasion on there, then you could take that as well. That's a possibility, because poison can get out of hand pretty quickly, especially if you don't have chaos resist. Yeah, there's a lot more tougher monsters with that extra stone that we changed. The other scarab that we put in here. I think we're going to do a lot more profit. I'll let you figure that out if that's the case. But I'm going to keep it in there, even though we lose 2 breaches. That's fine with me. There we go. You can try it where you have the map up in the top right. I just see more of the map as far as it stretches it out a little bit more. I can see where those things are spawning a little bit better. Is there anything down here? Don't think so. Oh, here's one. Nice. Yep, and this is the better one that Zoff's hand or clustering, whatever it said. Stormvine, we'll just fight him. Nice, a blueprint. And Breachlord. Okay. The thing is, you'll be killing thousands and thousands of monsters in these breaches. You'll get divine drops. You'll get all kinds of cool stuff. I've made quite a bit of profit off this, and this was just me being safe, super safe actually, super safe, and just going for EXP. So I said, well, if I can get EXP and some, I'll take that. I don't want the golden map. Go fight this guy. What does she have?
Time waits for no one.
Maybe good. I'm not going to sit there and look at each one of these things. So,
Try me, fool.
is that a helm? Is that her helm? I don't know. Oh, proximity shield. Interesting.
If you must, just make it quick.
If I see this, I'll grab this little buff and I'll go fight the guy just in here, just in case he has some kind of weird stuff on him. And you could also add Searing Exarch or the Eater of Worlds to this mix if you want to add that in. That's a good map. That's probably 40 to 60 chaos. Pretty cool. This one, it just drops everything right at the end for you. Nice. Up the breach rings. And here's the last one. I think it is the last one. Yeah, there's no other monsters left. And this should be the last breach too, so I don't think I missed any. Along here, I'm just looking for the, oh, there's one behind us. Map there. We'll take the Val Spirit Shield. And those two, sure, why not? Up here? Nah. This is a decently... Oh, look at this guy. A decently... Oh, what was those things? What's weirdness? Oh, a couple more breach rings. And a little gold. So that was 2 maps worth, and we had like 4,000, so we made 32,000 gold out of 2 maps. Definitely made a profit. Let's take a look at this one. I haven't seen this Eshmir. Interesting. Oh, that's a nice one. I'm glad I picked it up. Yeah, I'll sell that. I might even gamble it. Let's see. Let's go back to town and figure out our situation. Okay, so these were okay. I control click. Yeah, it turned it automatically into that. This was worth probably around 25. We could actually go sell them. Let's sell all 3 of these. And we'll go into the breach thing. Oh, we got to figure out how much EXP we get out of that too. So we'll just get all these in here. You can see the breaches. If you sell 60 of these, is it unidentified? I haven't done it in a while. You'll get an item. The lore weave, I think. Get rid of those and those. More chaos. Oh, let's get rid of that. And we'll figure it out right now. Oh, come on. Like that. Wish these had a known home. Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, that. Was that the one? I don't think that was a good one either, though. A couple. All right. And we'll ID this. And that's going to be for disenchanting. Cool. Let's, this we know is going to be worth quite a bit. I mean, that thing's going to be worth, I'll put it in the 75, and then I'll lower it to the 50, then the 40. And we're good here. Let's go figure out this one. We're going to improve it. And we'll even link it up for somebody if we do. I think we're going to gamble this. Spell damage. Because right now it's probably worth the 80 chaos. I'll just sell it. I'll sell it. I'll sell it for 75. Is it a good roll? Let's see. 28 intelligence. Decent roll on the energy shield. Spell damage is okay. Lightning resistance good. Yeah, this will actually sell for, I don't know. We'll start it off at 99 or 94 chaos. A decent one. If it was less well rolled, I'd vowel it and try to land something cool. And let's do this. Oh, we didn't use any of these up. I think I would like some more of them. So how much do those cost? They're dirt cheap. Oh, I sold it. I didn't mean to sell it. I want to buy it. Oops. Sold it for less. Buy low, sell high. We'll just do it like that. And there. Cool. And then we want to sell these. Let's be more careful here. And we want to sell it for 24. Oh, one of them, 24. Place the order. Place the order. Take that. Take that. Take our 2 chaos. And we could just do one. You know, I could have sold 3 for 72. There we go. So we get some chaos out of that. These should sell fairly quickly. Do I get any back? Oh, I got a little bit back. Oh, breachstone. Nice. And we got our chaos back. Very nice. Okay, to sum things up, make sure you have your breach thing here. Don't forget that. It's worth it to get an extra 3 breaches in. If you go with 4 of these and 1 of these, then you'll get about 9 million EXP per map at level 98. And then if you put this in, you'll get about 8 million EXP per map. Maybe a little more, but just roughly about that. It's profitable. It pays for itself. This whole setup pays for itself easily. And then I've got two divine drops. I've got items worth divines that are dropping. You can also add these things back in if you want. I don't do it because I don't want to stop and read stuff. It's just a pain, so I don't do it. I just focus on, and it can get, you can get a really bad mod that will end up killing you too. So I just turn everything off and I go for EXP. When I don't care about EXP, then I turn everything on and go crazy and reset myself with more DPS than health and all that kind of stuff. So I hope this helps. These are important. I keep one of these there on each. And also remember that if you do die in an area, putting another one of these in your inventory is not going to help you. It'll use it, but it won't benefit you. So you'll lose the 2 full bars. So either just forget about the area and reset it. That's what I would do. You died probably for a reason. There was some kind of bad mod in there, and then just reset these things. And I have a whole bunch on hand. And that's it. That's how I do it. I hope this helps. There's probably other ways to do it, level up, but this I found to be the most relaxing, and I can just do them in chunks. So I have about 104 million to go. So what is that? 10, 12 maps ish. 12 maps, and I got my next level. Nice. I hope this helps. Have a good one, guys, and enjoy. Also, if you happen to run this same setup at a lower level, let's say at level 90, and you're running this setup, let me know how much EXP you're getting per map, because it should be different how the EXP thing works. So, pretty cool. I hope that helps, and have a good one.